It is now mid-July, and it has been 2 weeks since I last showed the garden to you. I was in California for 1 full week, and now I've been home exactly a week today, and I have just been trying to catch up. I also was in New York City yesterday, so it has been very hectic. The garden held its own with little to no attention for the entire week that I was away. Peppers and tomatoes and beans seem to manage quite well without having a ton of attention every single day. But it's the squash and the cucumbers that struggle without the attention. I am constantly checking for bugs even now. They never seem to end, and this year, for some reason, I have had extra bugs. New ones that I didn't know I had. So they are definitely keeping me on my toes. Here again are those squash bug eggs. Look for them and get rid of them. I am trying something new. I've been picking the dead head flowers off of my marigolds and spreading them around underneath of the squash. The squash bugs have not been nearly as bad as they have in past years. This squash is not going to make it. So rest in peace, Mr. Squash. You gave a good try. But this one is full bloom. Lots and lots of flowers. Hopefully we'll get some fruit. I've been trying many kinds of squash, and I guess the answer is plant way more than I possibly need, and hopefully then I get just enough of what I would really like to have. So I have winter squash, and I have summer squash. This really big winter squash plant has seen its better day. I can't put any more time and energy into this large plant. It's dying back. I was able to harvest a number of these acorn squash, so for me, I have plenty. It's not worth trying to keep it alive. So I'll cut this way back, leave a couple that are still growing, and then I'll be able to plant something else here for a fall crop. So I got the peas pulled, and I kind of forgot they were in here, but I had these little baby Japanese turnips in here. And there's little caterpillar worms. I guess they're the cabbage worm. They are just have riddled the leaves gone. So I'm just going to pull them and use what I can. Somehow I ended up with this old trailer. It's kind of, tree fell on it, it's bent up. It got parked here. So, not having any real easy way to get rid of it. I found these old shutters out in the woods. There's more out there, I have to bring them up. So I'm thinking I'm going to line them all up in a row and put a couple pieces of wood behind them and screw them in and make a little wall to camouflage it. And then right now I just sort of tossed on my window screens in the back. I'll actually organize it and maybe build a little framing way of storage to keep them upright, and then I can put a tarp over it or something for the winter. So, as they say, when you have lemons, you have to make lemonade. Seems that we have a doozy of a storm coming, so I must clean up and get myself in the house before it hits.